Imagine this. America's Defense Secretary, the man in charge of the world's most powerful military, proudly shares a video where pastors debate whether women should even have the right to vote, sparking a firestorm of questions about faith, politics, and equality in 2025. Welcome to Libo News, where we flip the script on the headlines and dive deep into the stories shaping our world. Today we're unpacking the buzz around Pete Hegseth, the newly sworn-in Secretary of Defense, and his ties to the Communion of Reformed Evangelical Churches, or CREC, a network of ultra-conservative Christian congregations that's raising eyebrows across the nation. While mainstream narratives paint this as a clash between old-school theology and modern values, let's think contrary. Could these views actually highlight a broader cultural pushback against rapid social change, forcing us to reconsider what progress really means? First off, the facts. Hegseth, a Fox News veteran and Army National Guard officer, was confirmed as Defense Secretary back in January 2025 after a contentious nomination process. He's openly proud of his affiliation with CREC, even reposting a CNN clip on social media featuring its pastors discussing why the 19th Amendment, which gave women the vote in 1920, might have been a bad idea. He tagged it with the church's motto, "All of Christ for all of life," essentially giving it a thumbs up. This isn't just casual sharing. Hegseth attends a CREC church near Nashville, and his pastor has even prayed at Pentagon events. Plus, CREC just launched a new outpost in Washington, D.C., with Hegseth showing up for its inaugural service. At the heart of this is Pastor Doug Wilson, CREC's co-founder and a charismatic figure out of Moscow, Idaho. Wilson's no stranger to controversy. He's a Navy vet who served on submarines and now leads a ministry that blends strict Reformed theology with ideas from Christian Reconstructionism. Think John Calvin meets a call for Christians to influence every corner of society. Wilson told reporters he's grateful for Hegseth's shout-out, seeing it as alignment on core beliefs. Now, let's zoom in on the hot-button issues. CREC practices complementarianism, the belief that men and women have distinct, God-ordained roles. In their churches, women don't hold leadership positions, and married women are encouraged to submit to their husbands. Wilson goes further, arguing that household heads, typically men, should cast votes in church matters, though he notes his own wife and daughters do vote in national elections. He doesn't push to repeal the 19th Amendment as a top priority, but he stands by his view that it was misguided. On the military front, both Hegseth and Wilson have questioned women in combat roles. Wilson colorfully compared putting women on submarines to dropping catnip in a playpen full of cats, a metaphor that's drawn sharp criticism for implying inevitable chaos. Hegseth, facing past allegations of misconduct, which were never charged, has echoed similar sentiments from his pre-nomination days. But here's the contrarian angle. In a hyper-polarized America, are these views relics of the past? Or do they tap into a silent majority frustrated with what they see as forced equality eroding traditional structures? After all, CREC has grown to over 130 churches worldwide, running schools, colleges, and a publishing arm that pumps out books on godly masculinity and Christian nationalism. Speaking of Christian nationalism, Wilson owns the label proudly, envisioning a Christian America 2.0, where faith informs law and culture. Historians debate whether early America was truly Christian in that sense, but Wilson's influenced by Reconstructionist ideas that Christians should exercise dominion over society. With Trump back in office and CREC folks moving to D.C. for administration roles, this isn't fringe anymore. It's got real proximity to power. But let's think deeper. In a culture obsessed with individualism, CREC's emphasis on hierarchy and community might appeal to those feeling lost in modern chaos. Critics, like religion professor Julie Ingersoll, warn it could undermine democratic norms, especially with Wilson's past comments downplaying aspects of Southern slavery. Yet, Wilson insists it's about loving his country as a patriot and Christian, not hate or supremacy. So, what does this mean for America in 2025? Hegseth's role puts these ideas under a microscope, especially as the Pentagon navigates diversity and inclusion. Will it spark policy shifts or just more debate? From a contrarian view, maybe it's a wake-up call. In pushing for total equality, Have we ignored the value of complementary roles that some see as stabilizing? Or does it risk rolling back hard-won rights? That's the deep dive on Libo News, where we challenge assumptions and explore the nuances. If this got you thinking, hit that like button, subscribe for more unflinching analysis, and drop your thoughts in the comments. Do traditional views like these have a place in modern governance? Stay curious, America. We'll see you next time.